Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are well. It's been a little while, a little while since the last month. Today I'll be doing my monthly wrap up for the month of May. I have my notes here with me, so if you see me looking down, that's because I'm looking at my notes. Just wanted to say thank you so much for all of those who have subscribed. I had quite a bit of an influx of new subscribers. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful. If you like this video, press subscribe, like, and yes, let's go. So we'll start with the whips, I think, maybe a little bit of haul, and then at the end, just life updates and all of that good stuff. So let's start with my whips. I don't like too long of an intro, so let's get into it. I have notes here next to me in terms of how much I've stitched, how many stitches, so we will start with that. So the first whip I'm going to show you is my home piece. This is the pattern here. I hope you're loving my new camera as well. It's really good. This was my start for the month of May, because as we all know, the month of May is Stitch Mania, Stitch Sania, call it as you like, it's still the same thing. So I've started this as a Mania start, and I'll insert the photo where I was last night with this whip. Now I need to do that because I changed the Q-snap, so you can't really see how much I have done, so I've taken a photo to show you how much actually has been stitched, and I'll insert it somewhere either here or here. And here we are. I did stitch a little bit on this last night. So last night I stitched this bit here that started on the M letter. Also, how cool is this grimeguard? This has been done by Lollipops. She's got her own Flosstube channel as well, so go follow her, she's really cool. But she also has her Etsy shop, and this is where I got it from. And I have stitched on this. I didn't really count stitches on this, so I've counted how many hours I have done. So I have done 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5 hours on this. So I would presume about 650 stitches. Then the next whip is my bookcase by Galeana. I have stitched 1003 stitches on this. And it's looking so good, guys, so good. So here is my progress. What I've done, I have stitched sort of the middle column of the bookcase, and then I finished off this little piece here, which was missing previously, and now I'm working all the way here, this column down. And I know all of you love these colors. The floss is Silk Floss from Mrs. Sado Silk Flosses on Etsy. And the fabric is by XG Designs, again on Etsy. Her flosses are amazing. Well, flosses and fabrics are amazing. She does both. So definitely worth checking it out if you haven't bought anything from there yet. I'm just trying to squeeze it into the project bag. Here we go. Then my next whip is Desert Sun. Is it Desert? No. Every time I say it differently. It's either African Desert, Desert Sun, something like that from Anchor. It's a kit, and I'll insert where I was before over here. And this is my progress. Here we are. So I have moved the Q-snap a couple of times. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the viewfinder as well, so I could see. But I know that I moved the Q-snap, so I worked here at the top. I know I worked on these branches here. I worked on the yellows a little bit, and then I've done all of this down here, including the giraffe and these browns over here. And I've started working over here right now, and this is one of the elephants. It's beautiful, beautiful. I love, love, love this whip. It's gorgeous. And I have stitched 4,600 stitches, so not too bad. The plan is to stitch a little bit each day, even if it's just 100, 150 stitches, just to get it moving. I do want to finish this in 2021. It's my focus piece, so I'm trying to work on it at least a little bit each week, and we'll see where we get. I'm hoping I will be able to finish it. It will be 3 years since I've started it in December, I think on 27th of December, so it would be lovely if I could finish that off and work on my other whips. Then my next whip was a new start for Stitch Mania as well. It's a very small start, which is this kit over here. It's a beautiful, beautiful ornament, and I think photo doesn't do it justice. Once it's done, it looks so much better. So yeah, it doesn't do it justice, but you know, it is what it is. I gotta go with it. And then this is where I am. Where's the bottom? So this is where I am with this piece. Let me see if I can put something behind it. Here we go. Is that better? That's a little bit better, I'm hoping. So I have done 2 different shades of red. I love this canvas. Now this is not perforated paper. This is like a plastic canvas, so you could bend it. On the instructions, it even does say that you can put this in the hoop. I don't read it because it doesn't really leave bending marks, if that makes sense, folding marks. So it's all plastic, so you could do whatever you want to do. And it's so buttery, so soft, like the floss just glides through it. I love it. And I'm hoping we'll be able to find this kind of plastic canvas for other projects at some point. It really works well. I have stitched 2.5, is that right? Yes, 2.5 hours on this, so about 250 stitches probably, which isn't too bad. It's still a progress. And then my last whip is Fruits of Plenty. Now this is a sal by Modern Folk Embroidery, which has started at the beginning of the year, and I'm majorly behind. I'm stitching on February's piece. Now this isn't my priority, so I'm not really concentrating too much on this, but I'm really trying to make it happen. So this is where I am. Of course, I will insert the photo where I was before over here. And this is where I am right now. It's so beautiful. These stitches are gorgeous. So beautiful. Oh, I love this camera as well. I just can't get enough of it. So I know that I have stitched on this heart. I know that I filled in the whole heart. I think I had the outline before. And I have finished the dark colors in this flower, and I think I filled in this and did these petals, and that was 689 stitches. So a little bit less than I would like to, but as I mentioned, it's not my priority piece, so it's still progress. You know, every progress is good progress, whatever it is. So I'm very pleased with that, and that was my last whip for today. Now in total, I have calculated how many stitches I managed to do this month. Now, I am studying master's degree part-time. I do have a full-time job, and I'm moving houses, and there's lots of things happening. So this isn't reflective of really how much I would normally stitch. So this year is a little bit different. But despite that, I managed to stitch, well, let me put it that way. The stitches that I did counted, I managed to stitch 6,292 stitches, and then I stitched extra 9 hours for those where I don't count and I just count hours, so that's about 900 stitches. So in total, overall, in the month of May, I've stitched 7,192 stitches. So it's not too bad. I think it's still, as I mentioned, some sort of progress. Oh, my hair is getting so long. it's still some sort of progress. And then I've got a little bit of a haul. It was my birthday on the 11th of May, so I did purchase a few things for myself as a little gift, and also if you stay tuned a little bit longer, there's a little surprise at the end for you, so stay tuned. So the first thing I've ordered some floss from Owl Forest Embroidery for Alice in Wonderland Sal. Now again, I can't keep up with Sal's because life, and I don't know if I'm going to start this year at all, but I do have the floss. Well, they still have the floss, and the colours are just gorgeous. Look at those colours, and this camera picks it up so well. And it is meant for 28 count fabric, stitching with 3/2. I probably won't do it on the 28 count, I'll probably do it on a 32, but I always like to have some extra flosses. So obviously I would have more extra floss if I bought for 28 count but stitched on 32, because that's smaller, so in theory I'll have more left over. And then I got another kit. So what happened was I placed an order for this, and then literally, I kid you not, the next day they posted a new kit on their website and on their Instagram account. So this is the new kit. How incredible is this? So it's almost like a little house or a little church, and it's got these two beautiful ladies on the sides coming to the little bench. It's got all the flowers and the trees and the border. Oh, the colors are gorgeous. I couldn't say no to this. I had to have it, so I ordered it the next day after I ordered this, so I paid twice for shipping, but needs must, right? So that's that. I also got, now, once I saw this I believe was released during the March Expo, Cross Stitch March Expo, and I absolutely fell in love with it. Now, my issue was I can not find sulky threads that are called for this piece here in the UK, and I don't know if it will eventually come to us. I couldn't find it for purchasing as sort of separate sulkies. It only comes with this pattern in a pack, but the pattern I got didn't have it. It just came as a pattern, and it doesn't give you alternatives to DMC. I'm going to try to show you the sulkies that it asks for. This is what it's asking for, but it, as I say, it doesn't give you a conversion, so I would have to work out the conversion myself. I really want to try working with sulky. I've never worked with sulky threads before, and it's almost my dream, like, to do thing on my cross stitch list. And it's such a shame that this piece may not be it. It just doesn't have it. I can't find it in the UK, which is a shame. And in America, if I buy it from an American shop right now, shipping is ridiculous, and we now have to pay VAT on top of everything we order because UK is no longer in European Union after Brexit, so there's all sorts of little things to do, but so I might have to do my own conversion for this. Unless any of you have conversion to DMC or any other fancy flosses, it doesn't matter. I would love to hear them if you got a conversion. But ideally, I think what I'm going to do, I will stitch the whole peacock, but I will skip this little border here, and I think I'll skip this, and I'll just have the peacock. I have no clue when that's going to happen. It's just going into my stash for now. Then I got the fabric. Now, I'm no longer getting fabrics from the Barbara Owl Creations monthly fabrics, mainly because I feel like I have so many fabrics as is, and I need to start using them before I actually buy more. I have a lot of colors. What I'm missing is neutrals, so if any neutrals come up on Barbara Owl Creations on Etsy or XG Design or anywhere else, I will buy them as and when, rather than you know, as a monthly thing. So the fabric that I got this time is from Extrude Designs on Etsy, and this is the fabric, and I'll open it up so you could see the beauty of it. Honestly, this is probably the most beautiful fabric I've ever owned in my life. It's so gorgeous and it deserves something super special. So it has a little bit of modeling on it. I don't know if it comes up true to the color on the camera, but it's just stunning. I'm trying to move further, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Like, this modeling is just incredible, and it's sort of green beige and this white, it's just so beautiful. I love the marbling on this. No clue what I'm going to stitch on it, so we will see. So for now it's going into my stash. And then she also sent me a little sample, which is so sweet. It's this sample here, and I think what I might do like a little ornament on this. I'm sure I can still use this, or like a bookmark or something along those lines. It's this. It's beautiful taupey colour. And as I say, I'm sure I can put something on it. It's 36 count, so it might fit something on it, you know? So that's fabric wise, little update. Honestly, this fabric is so gorgeous, I can't stop looking at it. I don't know if any of you are like me, but when I purchase a fabric, I just can't stop looking at it. I just have to constantly look at it and stroke it and observe it and see what it's like in daylight, in evening light, and so silly, I know. And then I got two books. I got this one here. I've been watching Lithuanian Flosstube. She lives in, I want to say, the Netherlands. I think she does live in the Netherlands or Denmark. Either Holland or Denmark, I'm not 100% sure. And she did a video of all of her sort of kits and patterns and books she owns, and I saw this and, well, couldn't resist it, clearly. So this is it. This is a used copy. I couldn't find a new one, but it's in pretty good condition. You know, it still serves the purpose, and it's sort of got a little close-up of what's in it. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I can show you sort of some of my favorites. I do have some favorites in this. So one of them is this patisserie. It's gorgeous. What else do we have? There's so many in here that are beautiful. I love this. Gorgeous. What else? There's so many in here, and it's difficult to pick one that's sort of the most beautiful. I like this perfume one. If you know me in real life, I do have an obsession with perfumes. That's a little fact. I have a lot of perfumes. It's a big obsession. I love to read about the history of perfumes and watch documentaries and go to like perfumeries, and I love it. If I could be something in a different life, I would work in perfumery. So that's this. And then I got another book, again influenced by the same Lithuanian Flosstube. It's this book here. Now, I got it mainly for one pattern, and I know it's a little bit silly. However, the book wasn't too expensive. It's new. It was a new copy. It wasn't too expensive, and even for one pattern, it's okay. So I'll show you some of my favorites and the one that I did buy it for, and I'll tell you why I got it for that pattern. Love this one. It's not the one, but I love this one, which is obviously on the cover as well. I hope you can see it. Now, the one that I got it for is this. And there is a reason behind it. So many years ago, I was 14, so that would have been I'm 28 now, so 14 years ago. Unfortunately, someone in my family was tragically killed, and it was the day, it was a celebration in Lithuania. It's we call it St. John's Night. It's in June, I think it's on the 23rd of June, and it's like a bank holiday here in the UK, so it's a day off, we don't have to work, and my family, that family person, she was only 16. We were very close, and unfortunately she went out celebrating and she was tragically murdered. We still don't know what exactly had happened, and I don't want to make this video too grim. It's been 14 years and it still, you know, haunts me to this day. I miss her loads, but she was absolutely the most amazing person I've ever known. So St. John's Night is the night, so it's very sort of, it reflects paganism a little bit. It's the night where everybody goes outside to look for a blooming flower. Now that flower is related to this leaf. A flower doesn't exist, but we say if you find the flower, it's like the goal in life. If you can find it, that's brilliant, though, even though that flower doesn't exist. But that's what we do on that night. We have huge fires outside, we have barbecues, because it's obviously we don't have to work that day. And this is, as I say, the leaf from that flower, the one that you need to find it. And as I say, the accident had happened on that day, so this represents to me sort of you know, the day that unfortunately she had passed away. So I was looking for something to stitch for that for so long, and then I saw this, and I just need to do it. I just need to stitch it. It's beautiful, and then it gives you an idea of how it could be FFO'd. So in this tote bag, I probably won't do that in a tote bag, but we'll figure it out. Oh, and then another one. Can you guess why I love this? Cats, 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 love it. And then, so it's all monochrome. Everything's in monochrome. Another peacock. There seems to be a thing with peacocks right now. What else is in this book? There's so much in it as well. It's just, you know, you've got to see what you like. But I think for those few patterns, it was so worth it. There's some ideas. Anyway, so it's a beautiful, beautiful book. I want it and I got it. And then I do have one fully finished object. I have finally finished off my Mill Hill Wonders ones, which I finished, the actual stitching I finished maybe in March time, and I have finally framed it. It's a bit dusty, so give me a second. Come on, be pretty. So here we are. Isn't this perfect? It doesn't have a glass because I wanted the beads to really reflect the light so we could see it really well. I got this frame from easyframe.co.uk. Easy, I think it's easy-frame.co.uk. It's a custom frame shop, so you type in what you need, the measurements, you can pick the frames, the matting, you can pick anything yourself, and then it takes a little while obviously to get to you, but it does. So this frame cost me £14. They have constant discounts, vouchers, so there's always a discount, and this frame cost me £14, whereas Mill Hill frames, the ones that you can get for their kits, the simple ones, I don't like them. I don't think they look pretty at all, but you can get them for similar price, about 15, 16. So of course I will have a custom. Now I've chosen this one, the one that had a gold trim. It's not a matte, it's the actual frame, and I think this matches the yellows and oranges so freakishly well. I'm so proud of myself. Let's look at this together. It's so gorgeous. And yes, maybe I should have left less of a gap here for the frame, but you know what, it's still pretty. It's still pretty. I really, 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 really love this. I think what I'm gonna do is I'll stitch others that are sort of Halloween-y and pick the same frame for them, the same size. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and here's the contact details for the framing company if you're interested. So that's an FFO. Now I do have a little giveaway for all of you for this pattern over here. Okay, so it's the Great Cheshire Pumpkin by Tempting Tangles. It's just not something that I will ever stitch. I've got a few other Halloween themed charts and patterns, so I'm giving this away. All you have to do is leave in the comments you know, the keyword pumpkin in singular, not plural, in singular. I will only be looking for pumpkin. So whatever you want to say, but have the keyword pumpkin in it. You need to be over 18 years old, so I could ask for your postal address and I'll ship it anywhere in the world. So doesn't matter where you're from, it's only a little chart, so it won't cost me that much to ship it to you. You have to be subscribed to my channel and you have to like this video. So subscribe to my channel, like this video, be over 18 years old, and put the keyword pumpkin in the comments. Please do not mention giveaway in the comments, that will be deleted straight away and you won't be entered. And I'll pick the winner next time once I do my next video, so whenever that is. You have a little bit of time basically. So here we are. So the next time a video comes out, I will announce a winner. Okay, I haven't used this at all. This is a list of what you will need if you are interested. I haven't even opened this, I don't think. So that's there for you if you want it. So I think that's it stitching wise. I'll do a little bit of a live update, so if you're not interested, thank you so much for watching, but if you are, stay tuned. We'll have a little chat. I have my coffee, so I might sip a bit of my coffee. Different mug today. I broke my stitching mug, unfortunately, which was amazing. It was so beautiful, but unfortunately I broke it, so now I'm stuck with this. So a couple of life updates. Oh, guys, so much happened. So the last time you heard from me, I think I did mention that I finally managed to find a place to live, new place to live, which was happening, and it was all well and, you know, all sorted and all ready to go. However, 2 weeks later, after I posted that video, after I've signed everything, and, you know, paid my reserving fee, all of that, I got an email from the estate agent saying that the current tenant in my new place, unfortunately, is buying a property and the sale hasn't gone through. So she's going to be delayed and she'll need to stay in the property 9 days longer than we planned. Actually not 9. I was meant to move in on the 4th, now I'm moving in on the 19th, so 15 days later. And it would be all fine. However, my current tenancy in my current place ends on the 10th, so I have 9 days of nowhere to live and nowhere to put my stuff. So there was a lot of going back and forth between my current agent. You know, they already have a new tenant lined up who was meant to move in straight after I moved out. I had to talk to the new agent a lot. That agent had to talk to the current tenant in my new place. Oh my goodness, it's taken me 2 weeks to arrange that I could stay in my current place until the 19th, and I move into the new place on the 19th as well. So I have 1 day where I have to move all of my furniture, everything out and clean. So it's a little bit intense, not gonna lie, it's a little bit intense. I have booked movies because I don't think I can do it with a couple of friends. I don't think it's possible. It's just too tight of a time frame, but it's all happening. However, I am packing, and I might insert some videos that are filmed throughout the week of me packing. I still have a lot to do. You can see there's stuff everywhere still. But for now, we're good to go. What else? Let's see, I've sort of, stitching wise, I stitched about 3 weeks in May. I didn't stitch for a week. I just didn't really want to, and I had a lot of master's stuff to do. As of uni's going well. At the moment, I'm doing really well. I think is because I am investing a lot of time into it and a lot of effort, which is lovely. But that's sort of on the uni front. Work-wise, it's still super busy. If you don't know, I work in events within hospitality, so I look after like big conferences, weddings, anniversaries, you know, gala dinners, and the estate where I work at, we've got I think we've got 4 venues or 5 venues within the estate that I look after, so it's quite intense. Plus, you know, we don't know what the rules will be past 21st of June. So I'm having to deal with a lot of plan B situations of what we're going to do if that doesn't work out, if we still have distancing, if we still have, you know, limited number of people within the party and that kind of thing. So it's been tough, and I'm struggling a little bit with the fact that obviously last year my role was different, and I had to take sort of big pay cut, and it's almost like being demoted by force. So my old role was made redundant, and I had to apply for the only role that was available within the business, and that was a lesser role. So I'm dealing a lot with that idea that I've been demoted, and I'm trying to sort of think positively and be positive and accept the fact that it is what it is. That's that. What else? I've been, and I know I've said this I think on Instagram, that I've tried to take some time off of Instagram and social media, and I think I might still continue with that for a little bit, mainly because I try to be very honest with you here. Most of the time I'm very honest. I'm struggling a little bit with my mental health in a way. I know that a lot of people struggle with that right now because of COVID easing off and rules being lifted, and you have to get used to the old life again and all of that. But I think there's a few more things added to it for me. I haven't seen my family for 2 years at this point. I haven't been able to fly back to Lithuania, and I still can't. It's on the amber list, which means if I did fly, I would have to self-isolate for 2 weeks, and then when I'm back to England, I have to isolate again for 2 weeks. So that's 4 weeks just isolating. So there's no point in flying back home, and also that's all my yearly allowance for holidays at work. So I still don't know when I will be able to see them. I miss them, but you know, I am very grateful that we have technology and we can still speak to people we love and still have them in our lives. I think I'm struggling a little bit with the heat as well. I don't know if you know me in real life. I am not a summer person. I love winter. Winter is my jam. I love darkness. I love the cold. I love the snow, if we have snow, which we never do here in the UK. But it's my time. Winter is my time, and when it gets hot, I get very sort of grumpy, and I don't want to do anything. I feel sluggish, which is another problem I've been dealing with, feeling a little bit sluggish. So I've started taking iron tablets. I am anemic, and for some reason I just stopped taking them at some point last year. I think once I finished the bottle, I just stopped. So I started taking them back up again, just so I could get a bit more energy into me. But I do feel a little bit isolated, and somebody had left a very lovely comment for me on my previous video, sort of suggesting maybe before I resort to seeing doctors or anybody, maybe I should try and find communities, you know, either crafting communities or anything along those lines around me to see if I can join. I haven't thought of anything just yet, but I'm there. I'm trying to think of something. I'm all good. I'm not, you know, there are days where I'm really struggling, and if I'm not on social media, it's for that reason, because I am struggling. But I know a lot of you are, and everything passes, you know, it will all pass, and later on I know it will be better, but for now it's a bit of a struggle, and there's a lot of stress as well related to it. So moving and having to, you know, move in one day and having to pack everything way in advance, and work is just, it's very stressful right now, very stressful. But what isn't, right? Everything is. On the Flosstube note, I'm using my new camera. I hope you love it. I'll be inserting some videos I took throughout the week, but I hope you love it. I'm also using my new microphone, which is this. This is what you see. It's on the inside, the microphone. So I hope you can hear me well. I'm not sure what the quality will be like. I suppose we'll figure it out later. But yeah, I hope you love it. So this camera, the good thing about it, so it sort of focuses as I come closer to it. So this is my hand, and as I come closer, it focuses on it automatically. And apparently this is the best camera for showing up products. It's Sony ZV-1, I think. And I'm loving it. I love the light. I love what it does to the actual, and I can see you. So every time I look to the side, it's because I've got viewfinder on the side. I love it, and it's movable, so I can move it whatever direction I need it to be moved. And I hope the videos will be so much better now. I know I've started doing a few sort of weekly vlogs. They will come out as and when. It's not a permanent thing, you know, it's not something that I'll be doing every week. It's if I'm stitching a lot that week, and if I'm in the mood, if I don't feel too low, I'll film something, post it, just for fun. Now, in terms of everything else, I've got so many plans for future videos. I got so many comments on my full coverage for beginners video, which I'll link up here if you're interested. I did a year ago. I think this was the first video I did in this flat, and it has almost 10,000 views, which is mind-blowing, and so many comments, and everybody's asking me to do sort of teaching tips videos, that kind of thing. So I do want to go into that a little bit. I'll still do my, you know, monthly Flosstubes and weekly vlogs and that kind of thing, but I do really want to start doing little teaching tips and tricks and that kind of thing, because there is someone out there that wants it. So why not? I have a full list of video ideas. There's so much I want to do, but all of that will come once I'm in my new place, because at the moment stuff is everywhere really, so it's difficult to concentrate. Thank you so much for all your comments. They are lovely. I've had so many amazing photos being sent to me of your kittens and cats, which I'll upload them here, just so you can have a look. It absolutely made my day seeing those photos. If you do have any photos of your kittens, I'm obsessed with cats. You'll know this if you watch my videos. Cats are life. If you've got any photos of your fur babies, send them to my email address, which is ingau2@gmail.com, and I'll put that in the description bar as well. Send them through to me and let me know if you're happy for me to share them here with everybody else. I love your fur babies, and fingers crossed one day I'll be able to get mine. But that's it for today. I think we are on 40-minute mark. I'll insert some more videos into here, so it might be even longer. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy my new camera. I hope it makes things a little bit easier to see, especially my stitching. If you loved this, please press subscribe, like button to help people find my videos easier. Press the bell button to be notified about my videos every time they come out, and comment down below with the keyword pumpkin if you want to be entered into the giveaway. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye!